back to Project Podcast. My name is Ira Bowman. I'm your host, and today I'm excited. I have with me Tiina Pereira from Belgium. Tiina, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ira. I'm so excited to be here to talk about recruitment and how to help people to find jobs.
Yeah, I'm excited too. You're a headhunter. You have 15 years of experience. You're over there in Belgium, so I'm excited to talk to you. I've got 3 questions for you. This interview is going to take just under 10 minutes, and if you're ready, we're going to get started with question number 1.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Awesome. Okay. Obviously, we're all experiencing globally COVID-19. What is the biggest challenge you think for job seekers right now with COVID-19 in mind?
I think now people have to be, especially during COVID times, more flexible in the choice of industries where they will apply for jobs, because there are industries that hire now.
Yeah.
There are other industries that are on hold for the moment, like events and sports. So really focus on where people are hiring, then you can have a much bigger chance to land on a job right now.
Yeah, for sure. So maybe looking at some of those soft skills and seeing how they cross-pollinate, if you will, right?
Yeah, so be open-minded, go broader than what you were looking for before, and see maybe you can use your skills in other industries.
Okay, perfect. Well, it sounds like good advice. Be open-minded, be flexible, really read those job listings and descriptions and see how you fit. Okay. So give me a couple of tips, maybe your best interview tips. Like you just said, maybe we're being flexible and we're interviewing in an area that is not traditionally where we would be interviewing. Give us some tips on how we can ace the interview.
So I work as a headhunter, and now all my work is virtual. So we are interviewing people via Zoom calls, team calls, and that wouldn't have been possible 2 months ago. So even the companies are more flexible now. Before they insisted on having face-to-face interviews, and now we are using the technology that already existed. So be prepared for a video interview. We see it more and more, even before Corona times, that the companies ask you to do a short video, like a 3-minute video, just to present yourself, and it really gives a much better flavor who you are as a person than just your resume. So my first tip is learn how to use the technology. Be prepared for the virtual meetings. Make sure that the lighting is okay, that your web camera works, and that you have a glass of water next to you so you can drink, because it happened to me more than once that during a Zoom call I just start coughing and then you will have to leave. So be prepared.
Right. And I would interject, make sure you know how to use that mute button. If you feel a sneeze or a cough coming on, it's better to mute the mic and not have that broadcast than it is to like make them suffer through your your cough. And especially right now too with COVID-19, people are more sensitive to that, like, even though it's over video. Anyways. All right. Let's go to the next question, because we're running a little short on time. So we've been talking so far about people that are looking for a job, but there are plenty of people who are relatively new to the job. For example, I've been with ARC for just 5 months now. And obviously a big part of that's been with the COVID-19. So I want to ask you for maybe some advice as a headhunter for those who are recently hired, that have recently taken over or started their new job. What advice would you give them to maybe excel at the job that they have so that they don't find themselves back out on the market? Keeping the job they have is very important.
Yes, so it's really the most important part is to integrate into the company, to feel part of the team as soon as possible. So I have interviewed the people whom we placed, who started now in March, and who were at the company 2 weeks, and then they had to start working from home. So everything needed to become virtual. So all the meetings, all the networking. So really make sure that you're introduced to all the key people that you need to meet and participate in the virtual coffees and all the meetings, and have calls with your boss as well to get to know each other, because this we would do normally in the office, but this part has to be done virtually now, and it's possible. So just make sure that you don't isolate yourself at your home, that you're just doing the task. You need to reach out to people and get to know your colleagues.
Yeah, I have an expression over here I use all the time. I call it rapport building, right? And I think that's exactly what you're driving at. Don't just do the job itself. Make sure that they see you as a person, you get to know them as a person. That personal connection right now online, you're going to have to build it. It might be a little awkward, but I love your suggestion of virtual coffees. And I'm hosting on LinkedIn these virtual networking events. In fact, that's where we met.
Yes.
And stuff like that can help too, because again, you've got to get to know people. It's a challenge to meet people face to face, obviously. So the more you do these virtual conferences and social networking events, I think the more comfortable you'll get. So anyways, great advice. Tina, it has been a pleasure having you on the show. If people want to get a hold of you, do you have a website or a place where they can find you?
Yes, you can find me on my LinkedIn profile, and you can find me on bloomstalent.com.
Okay, perfect. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that website address from you, and I'll actually link it to this podcast. So when people are watching this, if you want, just click on the video itself. It'll take you straight to Tina's. I'm sorry, say that one more time.
bloomstalent.com.
Bloomstalent.com. Excellent. My name is Ira Bowman. Tina, thank you so much for coming on the show. I hope to see you all next time, and I hope this interview was of help to you. For more information, check out the blog page. You can read tips on, how to write your resume, how to prepare for interviews, how to find a job in foreign countries, and so much more. Have a great day, everybody.